And first this week we saw Inglourious Basterds. It's written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, and it follows two kind of different storylines throughout this film. The first one focuses on Brad Pitt's character, Lieutenant Aldo Raine, and he is the one who is the commanding officer of the Bastards, who are a group of soldiers who go around, and their job in the Second World War was to kill Nazis, and that's what their only job was. They weren't to take prisoners or collect intelligence. It was just to kill Nazis. And the other one focuses on Shoshana Dreyfus, and in the opening scene of the film, which is a very Tarantino-esque scene, her family, and I hate to give too much away, but
it's the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, her family is killed by one of the SS officers, Hans Landa, and she escapes, and it intercuts between the two stories, and it really did a good job. It was a good film all the way around, but it was a good job of Tarantino to mix the comedy and the brutality of the Bastards, along with the brutality of what happened to Shoshana, but the actual, much more real story of World War II and the Holocaust with Shoshana Dreyfus.
Yeah, I mean, it's something Tarantino certainly understands, that the Nazis are one of those villains that you can put in a movie, and you can get away with doing pretty much. I mean, you can drop a safe on a Nazi if you're like, it's a Nazi. But I mean, you're right. By having that other story in there, it reminds us of why the Nazis were so bad. So when one of the Bastards takes a bat to a German soldier, we don't. I mean, it's a brutal act, and certainly toward the end of the movie where they're trying to kill Hitler, some of the things they're doing are some of the things our enemies are doing to us right now, like suicide bombings and things like that, and cutting, scalping, things like that. So I mean, it's an interesting play, but I mean, really, because he's doing it to the Nazis, we forgive him.
But I mean, this was a good movie all the way around. It had a lot of the Tarantino type of dialogue. It had a lot of the comedy with the Bastards, but it really did a good job of really, I think, depicting a lot of what happened during World War II in France. So until the point where he goes and changes history. Yeah.
But
goes all
I mean, the other thing, this movie is getting a lot of flack because people are saying it drags on, and really there are scenes where there's a good 10 minutes of dialogue before any action happens. But the thing that Tarantino understands so brilliantly is that, I mean, if you take that 10 minutes out, you still have the action, but the characters don't mean anything. Yeah. And by having the, certainly Christoph Waltz, who plays Colonel Landa, I mean, that first scene is really 10 minutes of him talking to a farmer, but through that scene you really get to the root of what a rotten guy he is. So you take these scenes with a grain of salt, because they really make that payoff much more valuable. So definitely check this one out. We'll be right back.